that all British boxing fans will be looking forward to here, because a really good win by Bruno here will do a lot for British boxing.
This will be the main event of the evening. There are 3 more bouts to follow, and the officials for this contest, your judges, Bill Lurch, John Reese, the attending physician, Dr. Glenn Bynum, your timekeeper, Mike Murphy, and the referee, Stanley Bird. This is a 10-round contest, heavyweight division, from San Jose, California. He weighed in this afternoon at 212.5 pounds, wearing the white and the green trunks, Mike Jameson. And ladies and gentlemen, we want you to know that inasmuch as this is the main bout of the evening, and the fact that it's going back to Great Britain, and the sponsors are the Trustees Savings Bank of Great Britain, and we're very grateful to them. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from London, England, he's wearing the white trunks with the green stripe, 216 pounds, Frank the Poop Bomber Bruno. This is 10 rounds. What?
Well, although the MC keeps referring to it as the evening, it is in fact afternoon here in Chicago. 85 degrees outside, cool enough in here, but it is afternoon. Chicago time 6 hours behind yours. It's 4:20 in the afternoon here. Frank the Bomber Bruno, that's how he likes to be known. 15 stone 6, in case you can't convert the pounds to stones and pounds. 15.6, and Jameson is 15.2.5. A man who didn't take up boxing until he was 25. He's now 29. Bruno, 21. And this show here in Chicago, sponsored by TSB. Scheduled for 10 rounds. So the big man from Britain, his first fight in the States. He's had one previous professional fight abroad in West Berlin. He knocked out his opponent there in 2 rounds last October. His record, 16 fights, 16 wins, and nobody has yet taken him the distance. The furthest he's ever been taken is 5 rounds. That's Frank Bruno, the British heavyweight prospect. Jameson, a former American footballer, works for a brewery now. Took up boxing only 4 years ago when he was 25. Had a little amateur experience, won a regional Golden Gloves title, turned pro in 1980. He's regarded as being a little ponderous, and he looks that in these early moments. The bearded Jameson. There's an inch of plastic foam underneath this canvas. They're very safety conscious in the States, rightly enough. But there is an inch of foam under their feet, and it's heavy going on there, believe me. Some of the earlier contestants tonight came out and told me that it really does take it out of the legs. Well, we've seen Bruno destroy people in Britain so often on the big London shows. I wonder if he can produce the sort of punch here that will take the legs from underneath the massive Mike Jameson. Stanley Byrne, the referee. Jameson trying to chop his own right hand over the top. Alleged to be durable. He's gone the distance with a fighter called Scott Frank, who's quite well known over here. In the event of a knockdown, there'll be a compulsory 8 count. And they score 5 points around here in Illinois. And Bruno very sensibly taking his time. No attempt to be heroic or to try and look flashy in the opening round. He's just jabbed his way methodically against this big man. So no fireworks in the first round. And Frank Bruno's weight, 15-6 and the record, 16 wins. Frank the Bomber. Well, this has been a tremendous trip for Frank Bruno. He hasn't just been in Chicago. He spent a week in New York State at the famous Grossinger's training camp where Rocky Marciano used to do all his training many, many years ago, the late Rocky. And he's been there for a week. He's spent a day in eastern Pennsylvania with the world champion, Larry Holmes. Holmes has given him a little bit of advice.
I don't want to have to put these guys off, you know, when you separate them, but I don't want to have to fight them. Okay.
The referee just saying that he doesn't want to have to do too much work and let him box and not too much leaning on. Second round. Jameson had his first pro fight in January 1980 while Bruno was still an amateur. Bruno carefully covering up inside on the ropes. There's the strength of Bruno as he heaves Jameson round and leaves him on the ropes. And for the first time, Bruno lets one or two of the big ones go. Well, if Frank Bruno is going to make any impression on the world heavyweight scene, this is the country in which he has to really look good. And this fight tonight is, or this afternoon, is vitally important for him. That was a good left hook, and it's taken everything out of Jameson. His leg came up, his right leg came up as he got hit, and the following punch sent him crashing down, and that, I think, is going to be the end of this fight. Bruno has just shown the American public what he can do with a punch. Lawless is delighted. That is an amazing win. He threw 2 quick punches, and he knocked everything out of Jameson, who's also cut into the bargain. Let's have a look. His leg came up twitching as he got hit. It was an extraordinary blow. And he's still on the floor, Jameson. There's the left hook. His leg kept, there's the leg in reaction coming up. And that following right uppercut as he was about to go down took him out absolutely cold. They were 2 terrifying punches. And he's cut as well. And Bruno, naturally enough, looks back a little anxiously at the man who's still on the canvas. That was an extraordinary finish. Well, we talk about Bruno's punching power at home and the fact that he can punch with either hand, and he's proved all that in the matter of seconds here in Chicago. Well, if ever anybody wanted a demonstration of what Big Frank can do, there it is, and he's done it in front of the American public. Well, a quiet first round, and then in the second, this. That's the first terrifying left hook. The reaction to that is extraordinary. I once saw Ingemar Johansson in a similar trouble against Floyd Patterson. And as he was just about going down, Bruno let the right uppercut go. I think the first punch might have finished him, but the second one put it quite terribly beyond doubt. Well, there's the cut, and the big bearded man is grinning as he can. What a sports! What a marvellous sportsman. He grins at Bruno as much as to say, What a good job you did on it. Well, I'm going to hop up in the ring and let's have a word with Frank Bruno.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time was 1 minute, 30 seconds of the second round, and the winner by a knockout, Frank Bruno.
Exactly 1 round and a half. Frank and Terry. Terry, that was extraordinary.
Yes. The punches right uppercut again, but better this time, a little bit shorter.
How about that, Frank?
I just thank God I won. I just thank God I won, Harry, you know.
And what a place to do it, in Chicago, in front of the American people.
And look impressive as well, because this guy went the distance with Scott Frank, who's an up-and-coming heavyweight, the same as me, and I'm glad I got him over and done with 2 rounds. I thank God that he didn't hurt or nothing like that.
And he got up with a smile.
He got up with a smile, but a very bad cut.
They must have been 2 of the best punches you've ever thrown.
I think so, Harry, yeah, but I just thank God for him.
There's a speed on them. One came, you know, so quickly after the other. You had enough time, quick reaction to get him as he was about to go down.
Yeah.
That was tremendous.
Thank you, Harry.
Anyway, more fights in America for you, maybe?
Well, in the near future, I hope, you know, Harry. Yeah. Probably next season, about half 6 months in every year, I'm going to go to America.
Like that, you must fancy a chance over here.
I do fancy my chance. I'm getting confident every time, not being flash or nothing, but every time I'm stepping into the ring, I feel, you know, good, and I feel the combinations and the rhythm coming. Nice one, James. Thanks a lot, yeah? Nice one. Can I just say hello to my girlfriend, Laura, and my baby, Nicola, at home. Hello, Laura, and hello, Mum. Hello, Mum.
Well done, Frank. Anyway, congratulations. That's tremendous.